public who believe that hereditary public office goes against every democratic principle. Graham, thank you for joining us this morning. So I'm guessing you are not so excited about the Jubilee.
Yeah, good morning. No, of course not. I don't think that it's a good thing to celebrate that one person has been head of state for that long. In a democracy, there should be the opportunity every few years to choose who our head of state is. So that's something which I think we should be looking to do in the future. What I am pleased about is that I'm not in a minority on the lack of interest. I mean, there's polling showing that most people are not particularly interested in it. Only 11% said that they're very interested. Only 14% are organising, making any plans to celebrate the Jubilee. Most people are going to enjoy the long weekend, which hopefully will have wonderful weather like we've got here today. And I think that also there is a significant shifting in attitudes around the monarchy. We've seen over the last few years that support for retaining the monarchy has dropped from 75% to 60%, and support for abolition has jumped up to 27%. So it's over more than 1 in 4 people now want to get rid of it. So there's a fairly significant shift in attitudes and views on monarchy and the Jubilee. And I think that debate has to take off after the Jubilee and as we get towards the succession, because King Charles is not going to be anything like as popular as the Queen.
Arlene, you don't look convinced.
Well, I'm not convinced at all. And I think actually the advertisements on Make Elizabeth the Last are grossly offensive to those of us who see the dedication, the duty, the service that Her Majesty the Queen has given to this nation and indeed the world. And I completely disagree that the monarchy will not continue after Her Majesty the Queen passes away. I think there's a continuity there that is so strong. And I think to suggest that the nation would give the loyalty and really the love that they give to the monarch, that they would give that to an elected head of state is just for the birds, frankly, and it would certainly not happen. And I think that the monarchy is something that transcends us. It is so wonderful to have it here in the United Kingdom, and it will last very much into the future. And it's just so sad to see joy killers that want to make this Jubilee weekend something that it certainly will not be.
Graham, joy killer, is that accurate?
Well, no, that's ridiculous. And people taking offence at other people expressing their views is equally ridiculous. I mean, we do not need to have love and affection for our head of state. It's a job to be done by someone that should be independent of government and should be chosen by the people. Ireland, Iceland, Finland, these countries manage to do this. They elect excellent heads of state who have poll ratings similar to, if not greater than, the Queen, and they do this job having been elected by the people. It's something which we can do very easily, and we can then move on from the monarchy. I would say that for most people, the monarchy is the Queen and the Queen is the monarchy. And I think this is why the message is Make Elizabeth the Last, because Charles does not have the same support. He is easy to criticise without getting people riled up and upset. And, he is not going to sustain the kind of level of support that we've got at the moment. We've seen, as I said, support for the monarchy dropping over the last few years from 75 to 60%, and that's on the Queen's watch. She is by far and away the most popular royal. She is sustaining that level of support. The idea that Charles will turn that around and push it back up again is for the birds, to quote Arlene.